very reluctantly decided to grant a final conditional extension.
This was an announcement that calmed the nerves and breathed new life into a SIM registration exercise that had caused long queues, persistent complaints, and significant public backlash. That announcement typically led to a significant drop in queues at most registration centers days after, a 34% decline a day after, and a 96.2% decline by 20th August. It wasn't just the public going to sleep on the exercise, though.
The self-service SIM registration app will be ready for commercial launch on Tuesday, 2nd August.
Yes, a mobile app which was to be ready in 2 days' time was finally launched on Sunday, August 28, 3 weeks after the proposed date. We did some checks on the new app to see how it works. The GH SIM Self-Reg app is only available on the Google Play Store for now. You should first have completed stage 1 of the SIM re-registration using the code *404#, and you should have paid at least 5 Ghana cedis. That upfront payment, the CEO of the Chamber of Telecommunications, Ken Ashibe, feels is a complicated arrangement.
The point at which you make the payment for the app should be deferred till the point where you have done everything. So you've done the likeness test, you've taken your biometrics, everything is entered, and they are sure that the registration is completed. Then at that point, they should ask you to pay. So by the time you make payment, then you actually have done the registration. There's a tendency that there could be some technical faults and all of that, and then you would have paid.
So how does this app work? It's simple. You would have to set up the account by providing a phone number, an email address, first and last name, and a 4-digit PIN. With these details, you can log into your account. You can then follow the prompts to complete the SIM card re-registration. Has this app gone without criticism? The answer is no. Tech experts fear personal data of individuals would be compromised in the process. Vice President for Imani Selom Brantier on a Facebook post had this to say. Quote, "The servers are in Portland, Oregon, and in Belgium. Is the Central SIM Registry of Ghana in those locations? Or are they routed through these locations? Is Excel Inc. Limited the data controller, or it's NCA, or it's the Ministry of Communications? Because the data controller is the owner of the app. We haven't even begun talking about the app Encryption," unquote. While CEO of the Chamber of Telecommunications, Ken Ashibe, however, assures the data is in safe hands.
It's currently being kept at NITA. NITA is a state, a national, data center, which is one of the high categories in terms of its security and the data privacy laws and all of that, are taken care of.
Amidst the introduction of the new app, however, there's still a pool of people who are yet to access their Ghana cards. Ranking member on Parliament's Committee on Communications, Alhaji Bashiru Fuseni, argues the app does not resolve the issue of using a sole document to register SIM cards.
The app still doesn't take away the issue of the Ghana card. Because from what we are hearing, if you go through the app and others, you will still need to align it with your Ghana card. So notwithstanding that, if you still don't have access to the Ghana card, how are you going to do it?
In response, Head of Department for Corporate Affairs at the National Identification Authority, Abudu Abdul Ganiyu, says the NIA has made available all resources for Ghanaians to get access to their Ghana cards.
All our 16 regional officers are able to update people's personal information, and where a new card has to be printed, that new card is printed for them. If it doesn't have to lead to the printing of a new card, that record is updated and kept in the database. So we have been able to do this since that extension was announced.
As of July 20, 2022, the total number of voice SIMs stood at 41,979,398. Out of this number, 15,395,607 had linked their Ghana cards to their SIM cards. We had to see if the GH SIM Self-Reg app will cause a spike in the number of re-registered SIM cards.